It's a slow morning and the snow is falling. There are mounds and mounds of snow piles to jump into, sledding hills to ride down. We just have had so much fun enjoying this snow and also just enjoying the slower moments in the kitchen. I love making very much comfort foods during this time of year, and so I made some sourdough biscuits and we had just a really nice time enjoying the weather from both the indoors and the outdoors. I just feel really nostalgic and I love working with my hands in the kitchen even more. I love daydreaming about spring and the upcoming gardening season and the weather that's turning. Time to play at the park with our kids and be outdoors more, and it's just a nice time to reflect. So I wanted to take you guys through just a little bit of what we've been working on at our house lately. We went through and decluttered and cleaned out our closet. It was really bad. It's actually embarrassing how bad it was, but I was just so inspired a few weeks ago to tackle this closet and just show you guys how awful we let it get and just clean things up. I had random things in piles, light bulbs on the floor, just totally junky drawers and things that were just stuffed places because I was in a hurry, and so I wanted to take the time to clean it out when the snow was falling and when we had time to just be in our home and not feel rushed out for any reason. And this is what we did. Cleaned out our closet and just decluttered the clothing that we weren't wearing, wiped down drawers, and just refolded things and took a second look on what we had in our closet. My husband did his side, I did my side, and we share these drawers, so really a lot of this decluttered clothes was both his and mine. We just worked together, and I've known from years past just not to touch his stuff. He can do his own thing, I do mine, and we work together. And so we share this closet together, and it is definitely all hands on deck when it comes to decluttering the closet. I can't remember a time where I did the closet by myself. He really likes to do this, so we worked on it together and made it a fun little bonding time for us, and really got rid of a lot and decluttered and cleaned it up. So here's the final product of what it now looks like. His pants in the middle and up top, mine in the bottom, and his shorts down here in this basket, our shoes, and just some cleaned up drawers, and just very much spacious. Typically when I am doing any kind of pantry clean out or fridge clean out, I like to take most everything out of the pantry. However, this time I just took out the things that I really needed to give my love and care to, things that I needed to fill up, things that I needed to maybe consolidate. I found my beloved sourdough starter dried. If you guys are interested in how to dry your sourdough starter, I highly recommend doing that. But I just kind of pieced together my pantry cleanup, and I didn't empty the whole thing out. I filled up things that I needed to fill up. I moved things that were maybe half done into smaller containers so they weren't so empty, and just kind of gave it a little bit of love and care. extras of anything, I have a basket I keep which has all of the extra items so I can refill as needed. So many people might think this is extra work just to make your pantry look better, but for me, it gives me a visual on what I have in stock and what I need to buy at the store. When it's in the boxes and the bags, I really can't tell what I have. And so not only does it look better, it is also just so much easier for me to know what I need to inventory in my kitchen. So for me, I needed to consolidate some of my breadcrumbs. I had so many breadcrumbs from our loaves of bread, and our salt was getting low. Pasta, salt, rice, that kind of thing was very, very low. And I highly recommend this salt too. This is Redmond Real Salt, and I needed to replenish just basically the staples of the pantry. To me, I really do get a lot of fulfillment and calming feelings, just organizing, cleaning, decluttering, simplifying, and making spaces more efficient. It just makes me feel more calm inside, and it really helps our family out. So it's a win-win when we can tackle little projects, when we have free moments in our day, and just make spaces look prettier, make spaces more efficient and functionable for the whole family, especially for me as I cook and clean and do the things that every homemaker does, which is spend time in the kitchen, clean up, rooms, vacuum, closets, clothes, that type of a thing. And also minimize. Having a less amount of things, it really does help to slow down, and it helps you to not have to clean up as much. So for me, my favorite part of doing the pantry is sweeping everything out when I am finished. I have crumbs on the floor from when I dropped things when I was filling up jars. And these jars, I love how they're all different. I got these jars from IKEA, from my local grocery store, really just a lot of different places, and I like how they're all different and all have different features on them. It makes the pantry have a little more of a character look. But this is definitely kind of the icing on the cake when you get to sweep it up and you get to clean up after doing all the hard work of filling back up the jars and cleaning out the pantry. Now it was time to tackle the fridge. My fridge actually wasn't super bad. I was just jamming things in the front of it, as you can tell, and kind of throwing eggs in as we get them. Our chickens have really slowed down with their egg laying production, so we're not getting a ton, but we are getting probably 2 or 3 a day, maybe 2. Today we actually got 1, so it really just depends on the day. But it's a very small amount compared to what we were getting in the past. And so I was just jamming things in the front of my fridge, and it was just getting to be a little annoying whenever I'd open it up. I'd have to move things to see what was around, and I decided, why not? I'm going to empty out, for the most part, most of the fridge minus the produce. I recently cleaned those bins and they were pretty tidy for the most part, so I didn't need to clean those, but just wiping down surfaces, getting my crusted sourdough starter out of the fridge, and just give the fridge a fresh new look. We go through a lot of milk at our house, so you can tell. We have 5 gallons milk, I have bone broth, maple syrup, jam, those things that I have in the front we use often, and then I put our leftovers up top, so I know what we need to use. And we can't forget the sourdough starter. That always goes in my fridge too. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys are new to my channel, like and subscribe. I get out a new video when I can, so see you in the next video.